What's going on YouTube? It's Ben Nader. Thank you guys so much for checking out one of my videos. If you're already a subscriber, I truly appreciate you. This is the channel where we talk about recruiting, staffing, starting a recruiting agency, business, entrepreneurship, all that stuff. And if you like that kind of talk, please become a subscriber. If you're already one, just like this video and I'd really appreciate that. So today I wanted to dive into a topic that's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but a lot of people need to hear this. So this is about what your clients actually want. So what does a client really want from you? All right. As a recruiting agency, they want very simple things. A lot of people overcomplicate this stuff, but it's very, very basic. And I can explain it to you in basically 5 bullet points. So number 1, clients want from you quality candidates, okay? So the reason they're retaining you to actually provide this service for them is because they either can't find the quality candidates that they need, or they just don't have the time, like I've said before, and they don't know how to find quality candidates, and you do, and that's why you're gonna get paid for your value. So clients want quality candidates. That's number 1. The second thing they want from you is a little bit of consulting. No, we're not talking about paid consulting. That's a whole different gig. We're talking about consulting them on their process. So this is for clients that truly don't know anything about recruiting, don't know anything about staffing and hiring, and they simply know how to run their business and their own money flow, and they don't know actually how the recruiting process works. So a lot of times I work with clients where, they might need insight on like pay ranges, like what's the market range for a receptionist, for instance? What's the market range for a forklift driver in a particular city, wherever you're at? They need to be consulted on that kind of thing, Whether they say it to you or not, they're retaining you for a service. And part of that service is you informing them of really important factors that they need to know to move forward with hiring. If they want to retain you and hire someone at $14 an hour when you know that position pays anywhere else $20 an hour, you need to consult your client on that. And in the end, they will thank you for that, because ultimately they're never going to find a candidate at that rate, at paying that rate. So a little bit of consulting goes a long way with clients, and oftentimes they do need it, because at the end of the day, let's be real, on an average placement, they're paying you $3,000. There's a reason that they're paying you that much money, because they need value. They need information from you. They don't know how to do this alone. If they did, they would not be shelling out thousands and thousands of dollars for a recruiting agency or a recruiter to work with them on this kind of stuff. And that's just that. So the third thing that they need is fast movement. So they need expediency. All right. When any particular client retains a recruiting agency or a solopreneur recruiter to work on roles for them, they want that fast, okay? So if they're willing to pay you $3,000 a placement, $4,000 a placement, whatever terms you have worked out, it means that they want something done quick. So you have to understand that when you sign a client, when you get an agreement in place, you better be moving light speed, because these people want someone quick. And to do residual business with them, or to get a good name out there and get a referral, you must provide them candidates quickly. You have to be prepared for that. You need to know how to utilize Indeed right away. You need to utilize Craigslist right away. Get your ads up, get your networking going, find candidates for them quick. Now, I know oftentimes we don't have candidates like, sitting right next to us ready to go that we can send the resume in, just waiting, because that's not the kind of market we work in right now. The market we work in is super, super, super low unemployment. And so for that very reason, it's really hard to find candidates. So they're looking for expediency. They need help right away. And so you need to be there to help them really, really fast with that. And that's what they're paying for ultimately. The fourth thing that they need is reasonable terms and fees. So, if it's a business that's relatively small, and it's general labor, they're looking for someone that's, in a blue collar type position, you're going to go in at a 10%, okay? You're not going to go in pitching them at a 20%, all right? They're just not going to go for it. Nobody's going to pay you $10,000 to find you a receptionist. It's just not going to work out. Or most likely they'll figure out a way to just get out of it once they realized they shelled out 10 grand for someone that they could have found themselves after they worked a little bit with you. So be fair, be proper. you know, and align your terms properly for the client. That's what a client really, really wants. And the reason that I'm doing this video, the reason that I'm explaining all of these things is because ultimately the client is really your gold. Like, the client is your customer. They're going to be paying you at the end of the day, and you need to satisfy their needs. So without knowing their actual needs and what they really want, because a lot of times they will not tell you precisely what they want because they don't know what they want. As a recruiter and a recruiting agency, you need to know what they want in the back of your mind and apply all of that when you start working with them. So, like I said, give them quality candidates, give them a little bit of consulting on what they need. Make sure you're fast moving on this, being very expedient with sending people over. And make it an easy process for them. Just make it a very simple, easy flow of a process where, you know, you send over a bunch of candidates and you send the right types of candidates so that they're not, you know, being like, I don't know about this person, I don't know about that person. Send the right candidates, make it an easy flow for them, and just make it simple, right? So, you know, find the right candidates and place them right in their laps so that they can just say, okay, yeah, check mark, hire, let's go, you know? You determine your own success when you work with a client. So as long as you know exactly what they need and what they want, which is massively important, you'll be able to have success working with a ton of different clients. And then, of course, provide them reasonable terms and provide them, you know, a good fee and a good rate so that, of course, you can work with them again, or you can get a good name out there and you can do residual business, et cetera, et cetera. So knowing what your client needs is massively important. Knowing what they need before they even know what they need is super important. And so I thought I'd give that little tidbit out today. I will catch you guys tomorrow on Thursday with another video. Hope you're having an awesome week so far. I know I am. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take care.